tied them up, and then we throw them over the house top, and then we have two or three over on the other side. They catch it and throw it back to these 2 or 3 over here, and we'll throw it back and forth, until we get tired. Then we put it out.
So y'all caught it with your bare hands?
Bare hands. As long as you catch it with your hand and don't hold it, it doesn't burn. But if you let it stay in there for a second, it's going to burn you.
So who would win? Would someone win?
No, let's get through, let somebody drop it.
And exploring
Alaska through not to drop it.
Still time to book the vacation of your dreams. Sign up today.
You throw it back and the other one catch it back and forth. When you playing like that until you get top.
Words out of our heads on paper.
One drop it, then that's got it.
Journaling reminds me to just
Then
kind
we
of slow
need to
down.
play hide and seek.
I remember
Okay.
because it was
One count,
and I almost felt like I was extremely lost.
and the
I
other
started
one,
writing
the rest
as
of
the
us
more
go
I
hide
wrote,
someplace.
the lighter I felt.
Then the one that
became
was
my-
counting,
be my best friend and like the best pen pal.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm looking for them. You better be high. And then we go around looking for them, and then the wood. If I beat them back to the base, they'll put them out. I have them out. And if they beat me back to the base with the one that was counting, they'll be safe. But if I beat them back to the base and touch it, they out. And I look for the rest of them, and about 5 or 6 of them hide. And some of them will sneak around and get to the base and touch it before I can turn around.
How long will y'all be out playing that? Hours?
Yeah, we play out there hours for school, and then we had a little old ball game where we run from tree to tree for the bases. If we didn't have no trees, then we have a place in the ground, on the ground where we stop for a base.
One of these units is for our transmitter. As you know,
How old were you when you were playing this? In elementary school, or how old were you when you were playing these games?
at the
We
transmitter
played
site
there with finished school.
to protect our equipment. The other one is here at the
Even Fireball, you were playing it as a
and studio
teenager?
camera. If we don't replace
Till
this
we
one,
stopped,
we'll have to
then we
haul
got
all
up
the
in our
videos,
teenage,
that
and
includes
then we
The
stopped
Open Window, Church Around the Corner, and several others.
playing
Please
football,
hurry
and
to
then we
help with
started,
this need. There are
then
three
the
ways
firecrackers
to
and stuff,
First,
and
go to
Roman count coming and styled in.
Secondly,
I told you we start off with nothing, and then the stuff would start coming in. We come through all the generations.
474-8400. Or
Mm.
you can send a check
Yeah,
or money order to
There wasn't no
WGNS
cars when we first
364
got
596
come into the world.
Georgia 31210. Please indicate that this is for the AC.
And then the T-Mall come in,
Live from Nashville, Tennessee,
and then
it's the three.
one that Uncle Luke had was the only somebody around that had a T-Mall truck.
Uncle Luke, who was that?
That's one of that
Here's
was
your host, Laura Harris
Aunt
Smith.
T husband. Yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm Laura Harris Smith and welcome to the
Leroy
special
White.
edition.
You mind if I turn this down some
NRB
more?
stands for the National Religious Broadcasters, and the annual NRB International Christian Media Convention is the largest.
Yeah. But, okay. I don't know who she is. But, okay, so Uncle Luke had a T-model.
Yep.
And he
Ford truck.
did he let anybody drive it?
No, because nobody could drive but him. And then his children got large enough. He had 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
And they got large enough, they drove the truck. And then we load it down and come up this every big meeting in Danville. We load that thing down. We sit all on the hood. All inside be filled up, and we be up on the running board on the front of the car, going up the highways.
And Danville?
Yeah, Danville, Georgia, up here between Macon. You see the sign when
You go
with
to
the
the.
Dublin. You go up 80 highway, we'll show you one.
So, okay. What did Uncle Luke do that he could afford a truck?
He was a farmer. All of us was farmers. So he had 3 boys, and so he was lucky enough to buy a truck. But see, long then, you didn't have to, you pay on it till you get through paying for it. It ain't like it is now. They charge you so much. After you pay one price. You pay that price till you pay it off. If you could take it for $100, longer then you could buy casket and things for $25 and $50 in cash. But now you see what they are now.
You could buy a car for $100?
Yeah. We get gas for 10 cents. Who that could have food had something to burn it. We used to pump gas. They used to, the gas didn't have no automatic pump like it got now. They come in a round tank. And it's 10 gallons. You get your thing, get many gallons you want, 1 gallon, 2 gallons. And a gallon would last you a long time, a whole week. Yeah. And we used to farm, plant cotton, peanut, corn.
Hold on. Cotton.
Peanut and corn and oats for mules to eat.
And oats for the mules.
Yeah, they cut it and have it feed.
What about, I thought y'all grew wheat too.
Huh?
Wheat?
Yeah, we just grow a little wheat for flour. And then we had a grits mill. That's where we made our own. Go to the mill and carry corn up there and make our own grits. We get meal, grind it for meal, and it got another light they make for grits. That's where we got our food mostly from.
So the grits tasted better back then?
So we shook the corn. We planted to grind the corn off the cob, and then we carried it to the mill.
Did y'all have any animals?
Yeah, we had hogs, and that's where we raised our own hogs. In the winter time, we killed so many, and we cure it. We cut it up, clean it, hang them up in the smokehouse, and salt them down with salt, and they cure. But see now, you can't do it.
You can. Jonathan does it.
They'll spoil. They spoil now if you kill a hog and thing now and do like we was doing. It won't be no good to rot.
So you had hogs. What about chickens or cows?
And cows and chicken. We had all our. We growed our own chicken. We growed our own cow. We get milk. We milk cows, and we get the milk and the sweet milk and turn it. We put it in the fridge in the safe,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll turn into it get clabber, so we have clabber milk.
Clabber milk.
And then we made our own butter, cause see the skim of sweet milk, we have a skim on the top,
Mm-hmm.
and we skim it off,
Mm-hmm.
and the milk then will turn to clabber. And then we drink the sweet milk some, and then we can drink the clabber milk and make up our biscuits and cornbread and stuff out of the clabber milk.
That sounds good.
Yeah. And so we all walked to school.
So tell me about school.
Yeah, when we went to school,
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't miss a example. We went page by page. We didn't skip any page. If we miss an example on a page and nobody work it, nobody know how to get the answer,
Mm-hmm.
you stay right there on that page with that math until somebody come up with the right answer. You don't never come up with the right answer. You gonna stay there till you do. And then you move to the next page. The same way with reading. Start off with reading first, spelling, now arithmetic, reading.
You hear all those dogs?
Huh?
All the dogs are barking at something.
What?
All the dogs are barking. Okay, they stopped. Give me 1 second. Alright, so school. You stay on the same page so someone can find the answer. So everybody, no skipping lessons. Who was your teacher? Who was your teacher?
Cora Wilson. She stayed with, all the teachers stayed with her.
Cora Wilson? Cora Wilson?
There wasn't that?
Cora Wilson.
Wilson. And Ruth Armstrong.
They taught you from the beginning to the end?
But when we first started, we didn't have but one teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got, a lot of them started coming, and we had got two. Cora Wilson and some more teachers, but there was some of them name I done forgot. Because when our first cousin first was teaching me, yeah, we had to walk to school. And when we walked to school, that's the first thing we start off with, devotion.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had to have sang a song and prayed, and then we had Bible verse. All the students had to say a Bible verse. Each one can't stay the same one.
Mm-hmm.
Each one got to get their own Bible verse.
Mm-hmm.
And then we start into our lesson. Math, we call it arithmetic.
Mm-hmm.
Back in those days, we get math. Start off with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, And then we go to the blackboard and start picking up our stuff. If we missed one example, you got to stay there.
Mhm.
On that page, there's somebody working.
Mhm. What was your favorite subject?
Huh?
What was your favorite subject?
I didn't have any because long as then we were there trying to make it through. Because we had to work and go to school. And we go from the first through to the 7th grade. That's far as we went. We had math, reading, spelling, and history, geography, and that was the last, spelling.
Math, reading, history, geography, spelling.
Yep.
And they only had up to 7th grade because of what?
That's all the high we could go. Oh, that was the grammar school. We never did get a chance to go to high school. A few of us went to high school because most of us, we was out in the country. And the only high school was in Dublin.
Mhm.
And Millville had started one that was later on after we finished school.
Mhm.
We just were going to school after we graduated from from 7th grade, but we still kept going to school.
Mhm.
And so the teacher told us she just wasn't going to teach us anymore. So we had to stop then. Then that's when we didn't have nothing to do.
So why'd you keep going back?
Go had something to do. Go mingle with the rest of the kids.
Mhm.
We on what day that when you April Fool Day,
Mhm.
we'd be in school up until lunchtime.
Mhm.
And when the teacher rang the bell for us to come in, no students. We all be gone with the road full of us going to different schools.
Y'all cut class.
Yeah, we be gone. So we walked sometime 2 or 3 miles.
Mhm.
Meet up with some more children. That'd be a road full of us. Every year we'll have a certain school we'll go to.
Mhm.
And we would teach them won't see us in the motel the next day.
What she say the next day?
She don't say nothing. Nothing she could say because they had to stay to the school house by themselves.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how many years did you keep going back?
We went right about 3 years. And they stopped. She just tell us not to go back.
Mm.
So if we done went back, we'd have been sitting up in the schoolhouse.
Did they have grammar school? Did they have high school in Dudley for other kids or just not for black kids?
They had it for white. But that school done tore it down. Now they got I saw the other day they done got a baseball field out there now.
Mm. In Dudley.
Yeah. And they used to ride the school bus and we had to walk. And then we all the children that walk on the dirt road when it rained,
Mhm.
the bus speed up and flash water all up on them. And they sticking their head out the door. Well, we all gather up let the girls carry our book, and we gather a lot of rocks, put in our book bag. They stick their head out the window. We throw rocks at them. They stopped that sticking their head out the door, out the window. I tell you, we got along pretty good. Here we didn't have no like some people places like Mississippi and all that hanging and going on. We didn't have that around in Georgia.
In Dudley, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when you pick cotton, then we would get through together now. We have somebody want cotton doesn't have much help. We'd go help them pick cotton and get paid. Get paid about £100. So we get us a little money that way. Yeah. So then we eventually got on up in the age. We didn't marry till we got 25 years old.
Why so late?
Because we stayed at parents' way. Because they had the farm. They didn't do the oldest one be the one getting married, but sometimes the youngest one jumped before the older. Just like Johnnie told Eva, well, me and Bob finna get married. So she told Larry, you better go talk to Daddy if you want to marry me, 'cause Johnnie finna marry. I don't want to be left here by myself. So he went, they jumped ahead of us, and so we got married. But she never did leave home.
So, I thought y'all got eloped.
Huh?
How did y'all, tell me about how y'all got married?
We she pretended that she had us in Jasper. We had a car then. Jasper went down to the house to pick her up. 'Cause I stayed at home, the house. And he went down there, but she had gone down to sister house over that side of 80 Highway. And so he come back by and pick her up, brought her on.
What she tell her parents?
Huh?
What she tell her family where she was going?
No, when she went across the field and passed by her daddy. So her daddy said, "Oh, you going to get married now, huh?" And so she ain't said nothing. She just kept on going. And so.
Oh, so he knew.
So we went on to Dublin and went to the Justice of Peace and got married.
So her dad knew.
And come on, so she went on back home just like she was still single. And so when we did let him know we had done gotten married, he said, you know when I asked you, were you going to get married? She said, Daddy, you gonna get married with me if I said? He said, no, I won't get married with you. So yeah, she said, but he the only one know, 'cause I didn't have to say nothing to him, 'cause he already know. Well, he said, I tell Mary. So
That was her mom's name?
So he went. So he told Mary, we was sitting up in the living room, so they called both of us and where they were.
How long did y'all wait to tell them? How long did y'all wait to tell them? One.
A whole year.
A whole year.
Yes, you had to stay there till because they had done started the crop. And he said, don't leave me. Promise me you won't leave me until I gather my crop.
Mm.
And so she said, no, okay, I'll stay. I won't leave. I'll stay here.
How long did y'all wait to tell them y'all got married? 1 year? Y'all took a year to tell them y'all got married?
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all have a ceremony then?
That do what?
Did y'all have a ceremony or a wedding then?
No, we just forgot I had the preacher come to her house and announce, yep, and read the license. But we ain't got married. They had a dinner. And that was it.
Mm. What was her parents' names?
Mary Foreman, Rivers Foreman.
And what was her dad?
That was her dad named Rivers Foreman.
Oh, Rivers Foreman. Oh, okay.
Mary Foreman was her mama. And so when they called us in there, that's where we was planning on marrying. So I told her, Coach Johnnie didn't want to stay on the phone. I said we planned on moving to Macon. And we didn't know nobody up here, nobody else being some 1 or 2 our people.
Mm.
And so she said, well, they wish us luck. So he gave, I had a cotton patch, and I got 2 bales of cotton off of the cotton patch. That cotton sure made that year. Yeah, everybody come by that field, they say, ooh, how pretty that field of cotton is. That is the whitest snow out there. And I got 2 bales. I got $500 out of it.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
And then he told her, since you stayed, you could have told her, I can, Baba could have said, that's my wife. She got to go. I can do a thing in the world about it, but you stayed here till like I told you, don't leave me this year till I gather the crop. And so he gave up $50 for staying that whole year. All the rest of them didn't get nothing for what they piece up quilts and stuff and made for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was nice.
So we moved up to Macon. That's where we've been ever since.
Why did you want to move to Macon?
Well, I had a dream before we got married. It come to me just a plain. Where Bird Hill at now, it was an open field back there.
Mm-hmm.
And the red side of the highway. He told it come to me, try to get that place. And so I went down and asked the chapel about it. He said, yeah, you can rent it, but it's a 3-house farm. I told him I can't handle a 3-house farm because it's just 2 of us. And the dream said, if you can't get this place, to move to Macon, say you'll prosper, but you won't get rich. And so I've been here ever since.
And that's what happened.
And so far, so good.
I say you so good.
Yeah, the Lord was good to us. We ain't had no problem. We ain't had to borrow a penny from nobody.
Mhm.
Up to date, we ain't borrowed no money from nobody. But somebody that borrowed money from us.
Mhm.
But we haven't had no trouble to borrow no money. We pay for everything. We pay for this house.
Mm.
You know, all that I told them what they supposed to do. And then when I went to work,
Mhm.
then they tried to sneak back in on Johnnie. Be like, they trying to get some money. And Johnnie said, Bob ain't told me to pay y'all nothing yet. I'm already give y'all what y'all supposed to get.
Mhm.
Yeah, they thought they gonna get some more money.
Mhm.
And I never had a problem with no more money.
Mhm. So where'd y'all live when y'all first moved up here?
Red Cross down there on Cowan Street down there. They're about 3 blocks from here. Right down there. You know where Lexington Street is, don't you? We come out.
Yeah.
Right there. Right down that next street from Sugarland Street.
Oh, right next to Little Short.
And then we right down in there.
Mhm.
And I think all the houses. That was the only place we could find. Macon was just fill up with people. All this place, you can not find a vacant spot nowhere. Only vacant place
Mhm.
you could have found is we in the LC went all over Macon, all over looking for houses. But I never did like over across the river over there. I never did like no place over there. But couldn't find no place if we ever wanted to go over there.
Mhm.
But the only place we looked all over East Macon, couldn't find nothing. But this guy building back in that alley back there. It was an alley then.
Mhm.
Come off Cowan Street and go down in there, come back across to Lexington Street.
Mhm.
They built up 3 little old houses back there. We got the largest one. I paid a month rent before he got through building the house.
Mm.
So then they built 2 more, but they were smaller. The second one was smaller than mine.
Mhm.
Then the third one was real smaller than the second one.
Hmm.
And so we stayed there till the guy had these lots here, but he didn't want to sell it. So he said, well, I'll tell you what, I got 2 lots, then I'll let you have one.
Mhm.
He said, I said, what, how much you want for him? He told me, he said, I'll let you have the front lot. And I'll take the lot back there where that guy is now. I'm so glad he told me I could take this. I could have this lot up here.
He probably didn't want this hill.
Huh?
He probably didn't want that hill. The hill in the front. You know how it goes down?
Oh, yeah.
He probably didn't want that.
And so he said, I'll take the one on Richard Street. I said, okay, and then I paid for this one.
Mhm. How much did this one cost?
I think it was $500, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, so
That was just for the land.
So now listen, we're trying to find somebody to build it. I got a contractor. He come out here, looked, he gave me a price. Big price, so we're up in the thousands of dollars. He said, Well, how much you want to put in the house then? I said, didn't plan on putting that much in building the house.
Mm-hmm.
So long as then you could get a house built sometime $500 or $600.
Hmm.
But see, this, I told him I want to pay $2,000. I'll say I'll give you $2,000 to build it. As long as then the house wasn't that expensive. And he said, that when he now started. I said, well, if it won't start, it sure won't finish. And I got somebody to build it. I said, now what I want you to do, they show me where y'all was building at. I want to see how y'all work.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, yeah, we do good work. I said, that's what I want. Because I asked my cousin, but he was tied up because he lived down in Soperton, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And so they say, I said, well, I'll tell you what I do. How much y'all will charge me to build it? They give me a price what they'll build all the woodwork and all the brickwork. Because I said, I'm going to buy the material. And I just want what y'all going to charge the labor.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me what they charge for the labor. And I say that you get paid as you do the work.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't going to get all the money up hand. And so that's what they were trying to do, sneer some after I had them give them what they supposed to got for that week.
Mm.
And so I bought all the material. And I said, when I get the house built, all I just want you to get all the wood in the inside there. You don't have to worry about the floor, being sand, or either the painting. I'll do all of that, and so that's where I got this house built. And I said, when we got it built, I did all the painting and sand. Along and then you get a sand the floor and polish down what goes on there, and then wax it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was brown, that had good hard floor.
There's hard floor underneath this?
Yeah. It's
Wow.
just the rug goes when after the children got up from sides, then we put on carpet. But other than that, all this is for houses is sealed. Them little strips like that.
Uh-huh.
It got grooves in them.
Oh, it's really nice. Why don't you have that out?
Yeah. And so I painted all that, then put the
So you stained it and sanded it down.
sanded it down, and then I put the wax on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then polished it, because you could rent all that stuff. And that got this house in its place. And then went and bought my furniture, went down to Empire. That's where we got all our furniture from, Empire.
Mm.
And I went and furnished off the room that we were going to live in, because we had the furniture already for what we had when we was down in the other house down there. We brought it up there. And so, where we wasn't living, my first cousin come in. What y'all doing building this big house and ain't got nothing to put in it? I said, I got what I got.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and I said, we're not gonna furnish off as we go.
Mhm.
I say I'm not. I say ain't nobody got no business going in these doors, open these doors, going in, looking in there. They don't know what's in there because the door's closed.
Mhm.
You stay in the part what's open, and people don't know what's in them other rooms.
Hmm.
I mean, they ain't
You're
got
not
nothing
supposed to
put
know.
in it.
You're not supposed to know.
I,
None of their business.
When they come back in, the house will fill up. They need to know what to say. I say, I didn't jump in debt like that.
Mhm.
I say, I went as I went, paid for when I got to. And like I told David and Sammy Jr., I told them how to do.
Mhm.
But see, ain't nobody told me nothing how to do.
So how'd you figure it out?
I thought Ivan didn't say nothing to me because he had done. They already had a house,
Mhm.
but he didn't say how he did it. But see, I paid for the lot,
Mhm.
and I didn't have to borrow no money. And so when I got some more money working, I stayed down there till I got somebody to build the house. And they told me what they'll build it for, and that's where I went. Yeah.
So how much did you pay the contractors? Do you remember, or how much you paid for the house?
I wound up paying out over. We were about $3,000.
That's that was a lot of money back then.
Yeah. And I told Samuel them. I said, now what you do? I tell you, I didn't have to borrow any money, but I don't know how your situation now. I tell you, if you go find a place that you like, pay for the lot, and then if you had to have it borrow any money, you got the lot to put down for a down payment, and
Okay.
they'll let you have the money for the lot if you ain't got no money to start off, and that's what they did.
You used the equity.
So
Okay.
they got the same somebody I had to build, so that's where they got their house built.
So where were you working to pay for all of this?
I would first come here. I didn't know no place where to work at. It was down there on Main Street there. Right down there below where the Coliseum is now. It was that was the office where you would go to put in for jobs. I went down there one Monday morning. I said, I ain't gonna get no job here. People had all the inside of the house fill up, and they was out there sitting on the porch. Me and another boy from Montreux down there, down there where we was. We went out there on the porch and sit up on the banister. And they called both our names, and all them people's in the house there. And they say, y'all, where y'all been working at? I said, we was farmers. They said, well, we got a vacant over at Payne Mill. You know where that is? I told him, no, I don't know where that is. And so he said, I tell you what to do. You get on the bus. You tell the bus driver, we had to go down to Broad, go downtown there. He said, tell him to get and catch the bus, go to Vineland, ask the bus driver which one of the buses carry out to Vineville, and they'll show you tell you to put you off where Payne Mill at. And so that's where I got out the Payne Mill. And they told me you go right across the railroad track and that's Payne Hill. And so that's what I went.
Mhm.
And I got on out there, and so that's where I worked for a while until Armstrong opened up out over there. So now, because Payne Mill started us off at $40, 40 hours a week, and that was $40 a week. Shoot, that was some good money there.
$1 an hour?
Now 50 cents an hour.
Mm.
Yeah. We were at 40 hours. That was pretty good money.
So what did
Back in
Armstrong pay? That was
Yeah.
good money back then. So you made $20 a week.
Yeah. And so I worked there till they started off at 75 at Armstrong.
Mhm.
And so I left there and went out to Armstrong. And I got a hire at Armstrong like this week.
Mhm.
And next week they called me at Warner Robin.
Mhm.
But I was already working at Armstrong.
Mm.
That Armstrong had just called me, and I didn't have no transportation. And I had the bus carry me out almost to Armstrong, but I had to walk about a half a mile
Mhm.
to get to Armstrong every day. So and that's why I took Armstrong. That's where I stayed at. Because a lot of days when I went in there, I said, oh, I wasn't going to stay. The Lord made it so I went all the way through Armstrong, and Armstrong, and I didn't have to work hard out there.
Mhm.
I had a kind of a float job. I could work on any job. I worked on the main jobs,
Mhm.
and then whenever they put me on another job, I could work on it too.
Mhm.
And some of them just had to stay in one place all the time.
Mm.
Now, when they have off day, I'll be still working.
Mhm.
I didn't get. I move over if I'm working with number 3 plant over there.
Mhm.
I'll come over on number 1 and start working. I made it full time because I was a switch from place to place.
So how many days a week did you work?
Huh?
How many days a week did you work?
I worked all of them.
5, 7 days a week?
Yeah, so if I have an off day, when they what shift I be on. When they be off, then I'll be off. But when the other shift
So
is
you
off,
work-
I'll be over there on it.
You work Monday through Sunday?
Mhm. Yeah, 'cause
That's a lot of working.
you had to work overtime some too.
Mm.
Yeah, most of the time when we have off days, it be through the week.
Mm.
Don't have but one Sunday off out of a month.
So
But
what
we
about
have
church?
Four shift.
What about church?
Huh?
What about church?
When church come, if I be working in the afternoon,
Mhm.
I go to church in the morning. 'Cause we started having two service. One early morning and 11 o'clock like it is now.
Mm.
And me and Mama always got on the morning shift. And when I be on the morning shift, I take the evening shift, but I had to leave the church when they get ready to, after the preacher get through.
Mm.
Then I go on the way.
Mm. So was Grandma working too?
No, she didn't wait till all them children got out of school. Then she went down to the Hilton. Mama didn't wait no
Okay.
till she went down to Hilton. So she stayed with the children till they got up.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm. So y'all can make enough to live off of one person.
Hmm.
That would be nice. So what else? When y'all
Yeah.
first moved here, oh go ahead.
Mm.
When y'all first moved here and you didn't know anybody, who did you stay with before you found your apartment?
Yeah, I didn't know nobody but Uncle Henry and his wife and our first cousin and Nelsie.
Did you
Yeah, she moved up here before we did.
Did you stay with her?
Yeah, we stayed up. See, that's what I was telling you about that air conditioner.
I'm gonna turn it off. It's cold
It-
now.
I'd rather have these other hair. I don't know how come it do me like that.
It's cold and it's dry. It's dry. It's cold air, and then it dries you out.
It's something. It's something take effect on me.
You need more water.
It started my nose to running.
I turned it off.
And I started coughing. And that phlegm would start jumping up in my throat. Like they had so high that a day.
Grandpa.
That preacher, he say he be so hot. If he take his time, he won't get that hot.
Oh, the preacher?
Huh?
The preacher?
Yeah.
Yeah. He likes to talk.
And
I don't know if I like these plums. But I've never really liked these plums. I like the red ones, but I don't know if I like. I never liked the yellow ones. I
What?
picked some of them.
let me taste one of them. See. No, that ain't so sweet.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't like them.
That's good.
Okay.
There's a lot of them, but they ride too fast and they got too much rain while they were riding.
Mm.
So it's been raining now about 3 weeks, off and on, off and on, off and on.
Mm. All right. So when you first moved to Macon, who did you stay with?
We stayed with LT till we got a place.
Okay.
And when we got a place, then we
So going back to when did you retire from Armstrong? When did you retire from Armstrong?
I had to look in that Bible. I can't keep. See, when I got up in age, I can't. I forget now. Easier now. Not used to.
That's okay. I can look
I
it up.
think it's in, but I want to make sure because go get the Bible out there because I put it outside, set things down, keep over it.
The big one in here?
No, that's in there in this ship, in that Shifero.
This one?
In that Shifero, it's the old Bible. That's the real old. You had to move my shit. In that Shifero up there at the top.
Mm-hmm.
No, over here. What? By the iron bowl.
Oh. Is that the top?
Yeah, and that little rock and that little bar thing there.
Okay, I got it. This is old. Smells wonderful. Have you smelled it?
It's about in the middle.
Smells so good. In the middle.
You'll see some writing in there somewhere. That thing there's tearing up, rotting. It's wrote in the Bible.
Oh, in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very old Bible.
It's supposed to be about.
Retired January 13th, 1984. 2 years after I was born.
I worked 26
You started.
years.
You worked how long? No. Yeah, a long time.
I think the other one was when I started and when I quit.
It says you started May 10th, 1956. So who Armstrong gave you this Bible?
Huh?
Armstrong gave you this Bible or
So what you say about Armstrong now?
Sorry, I'm reading. Who gave you this Bible? Who gave you this Bible?
Well, I bought that.
Oh.
That's the first Bible I had. And then
Parents' names.
That's the Bible we've been using. Because when I could see good then, then we had a club meeting. Then the lady told me she had, I asked her husband, I said, where you find these big letters from? So he told me his wife bought that Bible. And so I told him, tell her to buy me, get me one. And I'll pay her. And so she got that Bible was in there. And then I found the one that was in the living room and sugared them on in the back bedroom.
You were born 12/14/1921. Son of James Pryor, Stella Pryor. Wife Johnnie B. Foreman Pryor. Born.
Now ordained as a deacon, so it's supposed to be in there too somewhere.
6/3/21. Daughter of Rivers Foreman, Mary Foreman. Oh, wow. Barbara Jean Pryor, Monday, 7:15 p.m., December 5th, 1949, Bibb County. Robert Alvin Pryor, Tuesday, 5:55 p.m., July 20th, 1954, Bibb County. Cassandra Gale Pryor, Friday, 3:45 a.m., December 19th, 1958, Bibb County. Kimberly M. Pryor, January 17th, 1990. Ricky George Jr., January 13th, 1971. Wednesday, 2:25 p.m. Alvin Tremel Pryor, June 6, 1977. Monday, 8:56 a.m. Cassandra N. Jackson, that's me, August 15th, 1982. 8:06 p.m. Sunday. Anthony B. Jackson, December 26, 1983. And 11 o'clock p.m. or maybe. Alexis Nicole George, February 1st, 1995, Texas. Mr. James Robert William, Mr. and Mrs. Robert William Pryor, June 4th, 1947. Me and Mrs. Ricky George, Mr. and Mrs. Ricky George, August 1st, 1970. Mr. and Mrs. Robert Alvin Pryor, January 14th, 1979. Mr. and Mrs. Bernard Jackson, June 21st, 1980. Mr. and Mrs. Robert A. Pryor, December 26th, 1987. Daphne, Barbara, and Ricky, December 25th, 1997. Deaths. Briner Watkins, April 23rd, 1950. June Pryor, January 30th, 1952, 11 a.m. Rivers Foreman, August 6th, 1953, 6:30. Funeralize him on Monday, 10th, 3:30. Estella Pryor, October 5th, 1966 at 1:30. Mary Foreman, April 30th, 1967. Mrs. White, April 19th, 1974. Mr. Homer Foreman, January 31st, 1979. Ethel Kurtz, January 13th, 1986. Elsie Moore, March 29th, 1987. Annie White, October 9th, 1992. Jeanette Stanley, March 2nd to 3rd, 1997. Rivers Foreman Jr., May 25th, 2000.
What did you find about the beach?
Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet. Are you cold? Are you hot?
No, up.
You can turn that off. I don't need it.
I turned the light on. I didn't know the fan was on till I felt it. And it's
Wrong thing.
you had to get that thing.
Okay, I'll get it.
Pull it down on.
I think that's off.
Yeah, that's why I can't reach up.
Okay,
It's getting
the food will be, I need to start cooking soon. Again.
It's supposed to be in there somewhere.
Brother Robert W. Pryor. Wait, but first seek ye the kingdom of God and his righteousness, then all these things shall be added onto you. Brother Robert W. Pryor was ordained on January 15th, 1969 at the St. Luke Baptist Church on Wednesday night. As deacon, 1/15/69. That's a very old Bible. How long have you had this Bible?
Huh?
How long have you had this Bible?
Oh, yeah, we bought that Bible when we first come up here. That back in 47. So we had to have thing to put birth certificate, birth records in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because they said they wouldn't accept a birth record unless it's in a Bible or something. They don't accept a new record, Bible record. They want the oldest thing you can have with the records in it.
Who said that?
Huh?
Who said that?
That was down to the board. I meant to the hall where you keep your records and things. We had to go to Dublin down there and put all our records in.
I'll put it back so I don't mess it up.
Yeah, I can read that Bible that time.
This is your honorable discharge. Copy laminated.
What you say that is?
It's your Army of the United States honorable discharge.
Yeah.
This is to verify that Robert W. Pryor, 137th Army Air Force Base Unit, Army of the United States, your corporal, honorably discharged, February 11th, 1946. Route 1, Box 7, Lawrence County, Dudley, Georgia. So tell me, okay, so many things. I'll put this up first. Do you want to see the honorable discharge?
Yeah, I got one in my pocket.
In your pocket?
Yeah.
You keep it with you always?
I keep it in there.
I'll put it back.
Well, it's after 7 o'clock.
I know. We could take a break. I gotta go cook.
Well, I got some soup already made.
No, I told you I was cooking. The chicken's almost done.
Well, I'm somebody I can eat that soup. I know that.
You eating my chicken?
Huh?
I just cooked. You can eat the soup when I leave.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to put some up in packs.
That's fine, but we're eating what I made.
Yeah.
So, okay. One more question, and then I'll go cook. How did you meet Grandma?
Shoot, we were kids all the time. They come. We was already where we was at, and they moved from across the creek or somewhere over there where where that plant is now. And they stepped that. I've been knowing her all my life.
Mm.
Yeah, we play together. And we walk to school together.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be coming off the highway. She'd come up the highway and come across the little road to the railroad track. We all go down the railroad track. We walk. We're walking. They walking. We walk the railroad track. Hold on one another's shoulder
Mm-hmm.
and walk. Balance ourselves on the railroad track walking. And when the passenger train come and the freight train come, we get off on our side and let it pass.
Mm-hmm. So when did you start realizing you liked Grandma? To date, or did y'all date?
Yeah. Well, we just start off.
What does that mean? When did you realize you like? What did you like about Grandma when you realized I like her?
I don't know. Because I tell you, because she says she wonder why I pick her. I don't know. Because she was kind of. I felt sorry for her for a while when I was coming up. Because she looked like she was, but she never would be sick. But she looked like she'd be was sickly, but she wasn't. And so she said, "Wonder how come I picked her, and some of them other ones they look a whole lot better than and found that she was."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I said, I guess the Lord will show you somebody. So that's all the rest of them. I like them pretty well, but I go back to her.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
But some of them, so I don't know, because she, when she go to work,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Mary had to carry food in things on in her apron, cause she get hungry. She'll do something to her when she get hungry.
Mm.
But she could come out of that.
So you don't know why you started liking her, but you just did.
I don't think we just started off. For all I know, she did the same way. Right. So we just because I always go when she be sitting on the step getting a lesson. She used to have a comb. Used to comb her hair. That's what I love to see that fire pop out of her hair. It'd be that. I said, you gonna mess around and get your hair goes catch a fire.
Oh, the static.
Yeah, her hair be the sparkling fire. I don't think the rest of them have sparkle like that. Because everybody used to look at her comb her hair. We love to comb it. It just be a sparkling fire. She don't say nothing. She just let us do what you want.
Mm. So where'd y'all go on your first date?
Huh?
Did y'all go anywhere? Do you remember where you went on your first date?
No, we didn't get a chance to go nowhere. So we got got situated, then we had time to go off. But we didn't, we was busy getting prepared for, because I didn't want to rent. Because when they jump up on that rent, that got me. From $6 to $12, I said, shoot.
I'm all time my own place.
Now they when they took the rent control off. I told them we got to find somewhere good. So that's what we did. We kept started looking until we did find something. Cause you couldn't everywhere was filled with. You didn't find no trees around here like they are now.
So what year was it you moved up to Macon? Was it 1947 or 46?
47, January. Yep, and I stayed with LC, and the next week when I went to look for a job, I found one at a beer mill, and I stayed there till the beer mill started slacking off on job, on work. And so, and Armstrong was there. I went and put in for Armstrong and Water Robin. And then both of them come in almost at the same time, one this week and the other next week. But I was already, got signed up for Armstrong, so I left there with that. Because I had to get across to Armstrong. But it was tough for a while, but I made it. I cut through. I didn't go all the way around the road. I cut across through places, probably across somebody's land. But long as then, they didn't do nothing about people going across their property.
They do now.
Yeah.
Okay. We will pick up again after dinner. Or, well, actually, we will pick up again. This concludes the first part of our interview. Thank you.